Well, hello, Backroads tourist friends. Thanks for watching today. Jeff here, and I want to take you to one of my happy places today. Vala's Pumpkin Patch in Gretna, Nebraska is amazing on so many different levels. And they just opened up for their 2024 season, and they've added some new things and revamped a few other things. Let me tell you what you can expect this year at Vala's. First of all, let me clue you in that Vala's is one of the top-rated pumpkin patches in the United States. It spans over 400 acres and it's family-owned. Tim Vala started this 40 years ago by selling produce out of the back of his truck, and it's been growing ever since. This really is the American dream come true. So this year they've added not one, but two new rides, and they have a few other attractions that you're going to like as well. They just had a sneak peek day for the season pass holders, and my wife and I managed to weasel our way in about an hour before the gates opened and have a look around without anyone else being there. The first thing I noticed is that the haunted house has a whole new look on the outside. The windows have been replaced with video screens that play different scenarios like bloody hands leaving prints and ghosts wandering around. But the outside of the haunted house isn't the only thing that got a makeover. The inside of the haunted house is all new too. That's right, it's the same house, but an entirely new haunted experience. Now, it might be a little too intense for really young children, but most school age and above kids are going to have a blast. On a side note, they've also turned the snack shack next to the haunted house into a place where you can buy hard cider in case you need that shot of liquid courage before stepping into the unknown. For a long time, people have been saying that the fairy tale or storybook area was old and kind of run down. Well, you're going to be pleasantly surprised if you bring your kids there this year. It's looking better, and it's been freshened up, and some new additions have been added, like this sea monster. There's also something inside a box marked Top Secret. Now, I think I know what it is, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone. All right, let's take a look at the first new ride at Vala's this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think that it was supposed to open last year, but due to supply chain issues, unfortunately that didn't happen. But this year, here it is in all its glory. Freya's Egg Spinners. It's a tilt-a-whirl type ride, but it's been themed to go along with the chicken theme in this part of the property. The cars look like eggs, and yes, don't worry, those cracks are supposed to be there. This is going to be a ton of fun. I have a lot more to show you, but first, please give this video a like to help get it recommended to others. And whether you're a fan of fun, quirky, amazing places like Vala's, or if you're a fan of cruising, I hope you'll consider joining the Backroads tourist family by subscribing to the channel. I bring you lots of videos each week on cruise news and reviews, tips and tricks, as well as visits to offbeat and amazing places. So click that subscribe button right now, and you won't miss out on any videos. Something else I noticed when I was walking around Vala's is that it seems to me like they have more old vehicles out on display. If you're an old car and truck buff, I think you'll enjoy it. And speaking of old cars, after the gates opened, two of our grandsons joined us, and we let them drive us around on Stephen's Country Drive. They've done a little bit more landscaping at this attraction, and it looks great. In the same area is something else that's new this year, the Bubble Garden, where you and your kids can try your hand at making bubbles. All right, time for the big reveal. About 2 weeks ago on their YouTube channel, Vala's casually mentioned that there's going to be a second new ride this year, and then they didn't say anything else. they dropped it. Radio silence. A lot of people knew about Freya's egg spinners, but the news of a second ride caught everybody by surprise. The day of the sneak peek season pass holder day, they finally revealed what it was. It's a mini roller coaster called Tim's Runaway Grain Wagons. Each ride takes you around the track 3 times, and guess what? My wife and I were the first ones to ride it, and it was awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I'm not going to show the video of the actual ride we took right now, but maybe I'll show it at a later date. See, I just don't want to ruin it for you if you plan on visiting Vala's. After our grandsons arrived and we had some fun around the property, we had dinner in Grandma's kitchen. There are a ton of places to eat at Vala's, and this is one of my favorites. The fried chicken here is excellent. When dinner was done, we had to go on a train ride. It's a family tradition for us as well as for a lot of other families. I didn't notice a whole lot of changes to the train ride this year. They revamped it last year, so they probably focused on other attractions this year. Well, we didn't make it to every corner of Vala's Pumpkin Patch on this visit, so I'm sure there are a lot of things that I missed, but I'm happy to say that there's a lot of new stuff and some things that have been improved. By the way, once you pay your admission to get into Vala's, there's no extra charges for the rides or for the live entertainment. Parking is free too. Hey, thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the back roads.